Well, guys, it's a snowball day, and it sucks, and so I'm just going to talk through it with you guys today. What happened? How did I lose so much money today? What was I thinking? And is there anything that you guys can glean from this terrible event that I put on myself, right? I pulled a total rookie mistake today, and that was simply not following my max loss, man. It's just, why? I've been doing this 50-50 for 4 years. Since the end of 2020, I've been working on max loss. I know what I need to do to get the job done, but gosh darn, here we are 4 years later, even after making almost $2 million gross profits. Definitely consider myself an above average experienced trader, if that makes sense. And yet I'm still doing rookie mistakes, not following my max loss. And now I'm down $6,000 on a day where arguably it's a no trade day. And before the market opened, this is the funny part. Before the market opened, I was like, it kind of looks like a no trade day. Gap scanner's just not there. Several people in the community, I think Blair as well, said, yeah, he agrees that it's a no trade day for and he's red too. And so the point is, we knew, oh my gosh, it's so hot out here. We knew that it just wasn't the day to push it, yet I pushed it. Not only that, I broke max loss on a day where there was garbage action. All right. And this is the thing, guys. These snowball days, even experienced traders struggle with this. And so you got to work on it early on in your trading career. I know some traders who they follow max loss, but then on one day they lose a ton of money, but they don't care because they have a lot of money, and they're willing to risk it, and they're like, oh well, that day doesn't really count. Well, no, it still counts. Like, today was a day I was totally unsuspecting a snowball day. Like, that was the last thing that crossed my mind. I was right away in the morning, I was up $2,000, and then I lost a little bit, and I had about 1,000, and I guess my first indication it was gonna be bad was I had 2K, and then I lost that in between about 3 trades. I lost it all. I was break even. Then I was down 400. Then I was down 800. Then I was down 1,400. And then I was down 2,400. Then I was down 2,500 on a trade. 26, 27, 28. I was down $2,800, right? Well below max loss of 2,000, right? Like an hour into the day, I already told the stream I shut down. Anyways, I take another 18,000 share position on MLGO, which in the back of my mind, I knew it was just like, that was not the stock. I just knew it. I knew it. And my sister came and she said, do you want to go to Starbucks? And I should have went to Starbucks. And I knew that. This is not the first time this has happened. I said, that's what hurts. It's just knowing that I knew what to do. I'm capable of doing the right thing. And yet I failed to do it. And so, guys, what's the point of this? Day trading is hard. You got to be on the top of your game every day, every minute. And if you're using any kind of share size at all, you got to be dialed in every trade. Because I've been doing this a while now. I'm doing the 50-50 before any of these other guys were doing 50-50 on YouTube. And yet I'm still making mistakes as if I've been trading for 1 year. So can you ever get to the point where you just are able to follow your rules every single day for the rest of your life? I don't think so. And so I'm taking this time to, one, beat myself up a little bit, right? Rough myself up. I messed up, poo-poo. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew this at least could happen. And I was basically begging the market to do it because my discipline was out the door, and it has been for the last couple of weeks. And I needed to touch that hot stove one more time to remind me how painful it is when you screw up and lose a lot of money on a day where, it doesn't even take any sort of genius to say it's not a good day to trade. And so, in another multiverse, in another day, I probably I know I could have made the right call to cut it. I've made those calls before, and it's all about making decisions that you know you're going to be happy with at the end of the day. And I was preaching that to one student the other day, and here I am a couple weeks later making decisions that I knew were going to put me at huge risk of having a nasty day. And the alternative was to take the break-even day. Man, it is painful. But again, because I'm working myself up, as I've been doing this for a while, and because I'm at that stage in life and in my trading, I understand that there's gonna be 2 to 3 days a year where I'm gonna really just drop the ball and mess up, and I gotta give myself some grace. If I'm ever gonna be totally content with this career of kind of a roller coaster, now 50-50 is far off from your traditional roller coaster trading. You know, the buy the breakouts, first candle make a new high, you know, that style of trading that seems to be dying off and switching to 50-50. So, you know, that's the thing is like the 50-50, you don't really need to be on the roller coaster. I created this huge dip and I easily could have not. What went wrong? Too much size, didn't follow max loss, got stubborn, over traded. I was triggered, and so sometimes you have to do emergency shutdowns where you just literally force your hand to go to the exit button, you exit out. A lot of times I've had to shut off my computer. I've had to buy lock boxes to put my mouse in to keep me from trading. Like I've been working, I'm addicted to gambling in the stock market. But, you know, I have rules and logic, and I have my strategy that I have to follow, and I have to maintain logic even when I'm emotionally compromised. There was something they said that when a male, and I guess it could be for females too, but they said in a study when someone gets really angry and emotionally compromised, if you will, their IQ drops by 20 points. Okay, that's what somebody told me the other day, a pretty reputable source. And I think it's true, and I think that's partly why I lost money today. I got angry, and you know, my discipline went out the door. But by golly, we're just got to come back tomorrow and have to dig out of this hole, one little step at a time. And that means I'm gonna have to truly get back to basics tomorrow. Today I said I was gonna, but you know me, I kind of did, but I was still swinging big size. Oh, frick, dude, it hurts. It's not easy to do these recaps. So anyways, if you appreciate this recap, if you appreciate this channel, please hit the like button for maybe to make me a little bit more happy today. But you know what? I'm also taking that time, this time as a chance to not beat myself into the ground. That's what I've traditionally done in the past, is to beat myself down. And I'm at that point, like I was saying, where I need to give myself some grace, okay? I've done well in the past. I'm gonna let those profits keep me propped up. I took some risks today. I knew I was taking it. I knew I could lose this money, so why am I crying? I signed up for it. I can afford to take it, but I can't afford to take these too many times. So it's like, sure, I'm giving myself a pass, but it's also like, don't do that again, because very quickly you can be on a very bad rhythm psychologically. And next thing you know, you're really just deconstructing your whole freaking, you know, strategy and, you know, I guess life. You forget that we're walking on a tightrope. And if you start to mess with that a little bit, right? What's that mean? You know, trying to push size and really messing with your tightrope walking, that's where you could start to destabilize. And next thing you know, you're not walking that fine line of profitability. That's what I did today. And so what I'm hoping is I can just get right back, and I think I can do, I'll get right back on Tuesday, tomorrow. And we're just going to go full blown, you know, back to the basics. Okay. And lower the emotions and trade like an old man, trade like a very old man, and slow and steady until we're back out of the hole. And maybe we'll have a hot market in August and September and October. I don't know. I don't know what the rest of the year has in store. I don't know. But Anyway, that's the recap today, guys. Actually, it's my 4th red day in a row. I'm in a serious drawdown now. I think at least 10,000. Not my big, I don't, 6, 5, 20, 24. I'm in about a $9,000, $10,000 drawdown, which is normal for a big drawdown for me, right? If I was in a $20,000 drawdown, that would be quite big for me. Where I'm at now is within spec for a really bad drawdown, if that makes sense. And so I want to keep it there. Let's keep it within spec of what we'd expect a really bad period to be. As we know, you're not just always going to make money in day trading. Every year is going to be, there's going to be a curveball. I got a curveball. I have some turbulence. I got to let it go, right? And guys, it's not all about money too. It's not me just relying on my previous profits to kind of get me to get back, refocus, and positive about trading. You got to think about your whole life. What are you grateful for? Your friends, your family, your dogs, your cats, if you have them, stuff like that. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not easy, right? But that little stuff like that, and you can really get your mind to, I guess, weather the storm. And that's what I'm working on, weathering the storm. Some people don't have to work on that. They're just, they're robotic. But I tend to be more, I guess, on the emotional side when it comes to my trading. And it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. Frick.